best day ever. We are making the most incredible vegan mac and cheese ever 2 ways. One of the best days of my life ever is vegan mac and cheese day. Today we're gonna do a stovetop version where everything is done on top of the stove in around 10 minutes. The second is a baked mac and cheese with a beautiful garlic herb crumble on top. It's time to get the star of the show going. In a medium-sized pot, add 2 cups of water, 1 cup of plant milk, 2 tablespoons rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon maple syrup, half a cup of grapeseed oil. It's time to practice your slicing and dicing. That's right, we have 3/4 cup small diced yellow onion, about 3 ounces. We have a half a cup of carrots sliced thinly, also about 3 ounces. We have 1 cup of Yukon Gold potato, that's about 4 ounces sliced thinly. We have a cup and a half of cashews. We have 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and 1 teaspoon of very messy Marmite. Last but not least is our 2 tablespoons of yellow miso. Give a good stir to help distribute and dissolve the miso and the tomato paste. The name of the game here is slow and low. What we're looking for is to have the vegetables cook and become tender without the liquid reducing too much. We want to develop the flavors, but we don't want the liquid to reduce. Now it's time to add it to our blender, and I have to say, it's an absolute miracle that I do not spill this every single time. I don't know how it happens, but it does. So go ahead, add the sauce to the blender, turn it on high, puree until really smooth. Place the smooth, delicious mac and cheese sauce in a nice clean pot. We're gonna hit that with a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch. For the next 3 minutes, we're gonna whisk continuously until the starches are completely hydrated. We're gonna make sure the sauce doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan and burn. After 3 minutes, reduce the heat to low and we're all set. Ooh, I have to tell you, a couple things gotta come together just right for mac and cheese sauce. Number 1 is the consistency. Look at that consistency. It's just moving just perfectly, just thick enough to coat, but not too thick. And the color, we got to get the color right. That is your quintessential Kraft Mac and Cheese color. I hate to say it, but that's what we all grew up with, right? It's all about the garlic and our panko bread topping. So we're gonna start off with 4 cloves of minced garlic and 2 tablespoons of chopped Italian flat leaf parsley. So to our bowl, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of thyme leaves. To that, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, and then we're gonna add 1 to 2 tablespoons of red chili flake, followed with 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. To that, we're gonna add a generous amount of kosher salt. Now we're gonna take our olive oil and we're gonna start to coat the entire mixture. This is the part in the recipe where we need to start using our sight and our senses of how the olive oil and the panko breadcrumbs are interacting together. We wanna see the panko start to clump together. We wanna see the panko being coated in the olive oil. This is the part where you need to trust your inner cook. What we're looking for is to make sure it's all completely coated. This is gonna lend itself to having a deep, dark, golden brown, and of course, delicious breadcrumb topping. Bring a large pot of water to a boil. Add your kosher salt to it. We want to make sure the water tastes a little bit like the sea. We want to make sure our pasta is seasoned all the way through. That's why this step is important. Add your entire box of fusilli pasta. We're going to cook the pasta till al dente. We want to have it just a little undercooked because we're going to put it back in the oven with all the sauce. Place your drained pasta in a baking dish. Next, we're going to add a generous amount of our mac and cheese sauce to the pasta and about a 1/4 cup of plant milk. We're just going to thin it down just a little bit. Now it's time to vigorously stir the mac and cheese sauce into the pasta, making sure we coat all the pasta and setting it up to be perfectly baked. Pat the pasta flat, creating a nice level surface. On top of that, we're going to add a generous amount of our mac and cheese sauce. Smooth that out as well. On top of that, we're going to add our panko breadcrumb, a nice even delicious layer right on top. We're gonna pop that in the oven, set at 425 for 25 to 30 minutes. We're looking for the pasta to become golden brown on top. That's right, golden brown delicious. And we should start seeing some of the bubbling occurring on the edges. Pull it out, let it rest for 10 minutes before you dive in. For the quick cook pasta, we're gonna use 4 ounces of water and 4 ounces of plant milk. To that, we're gonna add 8 ounces of macaroni dried and a pinch of salt. You're going to bring the pan up to a medium-high heat and start stirring. Next, we're going to add a cup or so of our mac and cheese sauce. Start to stir the mac and cheese sauce into the cooked macaroni over a low heat. We basically want to just heat up the mac and cheese sauce thoroughly. Now you might need to thin this down as well because we have a lot of starches happening. Starches in our mac and cheese sauce, starches in the pasta, and sometimes it just needs a dash of plant milk to bring that consistency just right. All right. Oh my God. It smells amazing. I mean, look at that. That looks creamy and delicious. That looks like I'm a teenager making mac and cheese out of the Kraft box when I got home from school. All right, let's dig in. Great texture. There's enough fat in there. It has wonderful umami. It has that little bit of brightness from the vinegar, and it has sweetness. You know, mac and cheese as a kid, you had that sweetness to it. So we have that maple syrup in there to bring the sweetness. We have the, nutritional yeast, which is also bringing that kind of cheesy umami flavor. And I just love the consistency. It's creamy and smooth, and it coats the noodle just perfectly. It smells delicious. The color is bang spot on. Woo! All right, we let it sit for about 5-10 minutes. Otherwise, it's just too hot, and you're gonna burn your mouth, and it's never any fun. But it's beautiful golden brown. It's creamy on the inside. Look at that. Do it. Oh my God. I think I just fell in love. Wow. Dude, the fusilli, all the sauce gets in those little nooks and crannies in the circle of it. Can't even speak right now, it's so good. So creamy. Look how creamy that is. It's been sitting for like 5-10 minutes and it's still steaming. So that's why we let it sit. And then the crumble, the thyme is so aromatic. And then you get a little hit of that chili and it's like, boo, woo. This might be the very best baked vegan mac and cheese I've ever made. And we've made a lot. And Julie and I had a conversation about this, about calling it the best. But dude, seriously? This might be the best ever. Oh, and the olive oil, you know, that little extra olive oil on top, so good. Okay, please hit the like button. It helps us so much. Subscribe if you want to, and leave some comments. We have some suggestions from viewers, and we're gonna incorporate them into the upcoming videos. So please hit us up with some ideas. See you soon. Bye. Two ways.